You shall lose your job. We shall be battling this one.
Very well, Mr.
This is going to be the second one. You're disgusting. You're a pig. Remember me tell you that you're a pig. This is your second encounter. You're a pig. And you have many people here. You're a pig. And I will teach you a legal lesson.
Don't point for me again, Mr. Dunn.
Fair enough.
It's an offense, yeah?
Fair enough.
And if you do it again,
I'm not.
Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The sample of the video that you just saw is of an incident that was allegedly taking place in a place called Dover that is in St. Mary. The man that you heard, the motorist, apparently he feels as if this one officer has a personal vendetta against him. They've had incidents or run-ins before in which in videotape and put it on blast, put it on social media. It got in excess of 1 million views. So obviously this officer got wind of what is going on. So therefore, instead of doing the right thing, being professional, he decides that he wants to take his personal vendetta even more. So he saw this motorist again, obviously knowing the vehicle that he drives. He decides to pull him over, ask for the documentation, which is only right. The man told him he had all the documentation, fitness, insurance, and registration. He said that he did not believe the vehicle was fit enough to be on the road. The man told him, but I just renew my fitness, official fitness paper. However, this officer decides that he wants to take the man to the motor vehicle depot to check himself, do it personally, go to the inspector and make sure that this fitness was not given under the table. So people, I want you to take a look to the rest of the confrontation between the popo and the motorist, and then I'll give my piece.
don't move, you'll be arrested for obstructing the police.
Step inside the vehicle.
To the certifying officer.
Why?
Check for any defects.
What defects?
Any defects.
My fitness was just renewed.
Well, that doesn't say the vehicle.
So under what grounds you going to take it to the
Under the
vehicle?
road traffic officer.
Which section?
You don't need to provide you that.
Which section?
You don't need to provide
Which
you that.
section gives you the power to do that? Which section gives you the power to do that?
Don't worry about it.
No worry, Inspector.
Don't worry about it. We're not. So after we are finished with the ticket, we're going to drive in front of service vehicle to the examination depot.
Not a problem.
And then we deal with it from
You
there.
shall lose your job. We shall be battling this one.
Very well, Mr.
This is going to be the second one. You're disgusting. You're a pig. Remember me tell you that you're a pig. This is your second encounter. You're a pig. And you have many people here. You're a pig. And I will teach you a legal lesson.
Don't point for me again, Mr. Dunn.
Fair enough.
It's an offense, yeah?
Fair enough.
And if you do it again,
I'm not threatening. I said I'll teach you.
I'm saying it's an offense to point at me. And if
I
you do it
understand
again,
the common
I'm
law
going to
of
arrest
common
you.
assault, but that is not common assault. I didn't. Anyway, I will not find anyone.
Sure, you understand how you know?
I won't find anyone again. Since you said you might be feeling threatened, read this shit ticket. Don't make one of these petty officers write it. You write it, Inspector. Let me and you go into the court, go battle it. Long time. Let us go battle it. Inspector, no. This is just an abuse of power.
How is it an abuse?
Come on, me not go over that. Inspector Brian Owens. Inspector, you just assault me a while ago. Inspector, you just assault me a while ago.
Border, I bring a vehicle for you to examine.
Foolishness.
But they are Dover border. I bring a vehicle.
Now people, this is my disclaimer before I proceed. My opinion is based on a couple of videos that I see. So therefore, I don't know the before and I don't know the after. So I say this to say that a lot of times we see videos on social media in which motorists are stopped by the popo and the popo asks for documentation. A lot of times these motorists want to prove that they know the law, so therefore they don't want to comply. This to me is annoyance because all you're trying to do is show and prove when you could just simply show the documentation. It does not matter why them stop you. If your paperwork straight, if you straight, you shouldn't have a problem in showing it. And yes, everybody has rights. However, sometimes you go about your rights the wrong way. In some cases, these officers are on a hustle tip. is left a thing or right a ticket. Sometimes they are not. Sometimes if you give them a hard time, which you have a right to object, if you feel as if the search is illegal, if you think that they are going above or out of bounds with what they are supposed to ask you for and what they stop you for. As legal law-abiding citizens of any country, you have that right. That right should not be violated in any way, shape, or form. So therefore, whenever you talk to the po and you be decent and you don't act as if you want to show and prove, I find that 99.99% of the time, you're just going to show your paperwork, your documentation, insurance, registration, fitness. They look, they check. If you don't have any sorts of outstanding tickets or warrant, then they let you go about your merry business. But like I said, this officer and this man have a history. So therefore, some sorts of belly carry some sorts of vindictive feelings. In this case, we saw that there were several jeeps there. Obviously, they were on some sorts of traffic mission like they are always on. And it seems as if the JCF, and I know that these motorists on the roads of Jamaica are crazy, mad, sick, and drive like some sorts of mad bat out of hell. So therefore, people are losing their life. 400 to 500 people on an annual basis. But it seems as if they are actually putting too much effort in this traffic thing, because it seems as if they are definitely on a hustle tip. So not just the officers, the JCF themselves. The major priority is not crime and violence, it is ticketing. And like I said, both need the attention of the officer. But me just say, it seems as if they are on some sort of tax gathering mission instead of trying to actually save Jamaica. So when we see a portion of vehicle there on spot doing their job, which is only right, but so many officers on one spot, 2 to 3 vehicles on one spot, and maybe this is a problem era, so therefore maybe it is warranted. But when we see this officer not go above and beyond, go out of bound, and want to drive this man, make the man drive in front of him, to go to the motor vehicle depot so that he can check personally. Who gives this man this power to do this on spot? To leave what you are doing, to drive in front of this man or behind this man and go to the motor vehicle place with at least 3 other officers in the vehicle with you, wasting the government's time, wasting the government's money on some sorts of personal vendetta. Because at the end of the day, as an officer of the public, you should be professional at all times. You should not go out of bound. You should not overstep your power. So this is a violation of that power. And like they say, power in the wrong hand is a dangerous thing. And people, in this case, we see say, this man carry some sorts of vindictive feelings, some sorts of belly for this man. Based on the amount of videos that I've seen about this situation, and like me say, the man or the motorist, he is kind of extra. He is trying to show and prove. And one thing that we realize when it comes to the JCF officers, if you try to prove, they are going to try to prove you wrong. They are very petty. They are very vindictive. So like the saying goes, a soft word turneth away wrath, grievous words stir up anger. Point blank and period.
Portmore, Gregory Park to be exact. Double murder. Scene current big process. Don't know the motive, but there's a double murder right as we speak. Gregory Park, Portmore, St. Catherine.
Oh my God! Just see my talk to somebody a while ago.
Come on, go up in a jeep. Go up in a jeep and drive. Come on, go up and jump into it.
I'm driving.
Yo, turn it.
Yeah, man, let's go for him, Lord. Go on. Go in. What if it's still in the back?
Now the video and the voice notes that you just heard is of an incident that took place along the Gregory Park main road that is in Portmore, St. Catherine, in which 3 persons got conned up. 2 persons lost their life. 29-year-old Kemar Williams, OC, Getabeer or Leon or Lion. The next person, ODANE Beal. The next person, unidentified. He was the sole survivor. Based on information, it is said that they were at some sorts of popular eatery on that main road when a group of men rolled upon some sorts of vehicle, alighted out of the vehicle, blazed up some corn. It is said that in excess of 19 spent shells were found after the smoke cleared. After all the chaos and corn clappings, these 3 individuals were seen clutching for their lives. There are videos circulating all over social media when persons were assisting the po-po, flinging in 2 of them in the back of the vehicle. They were pretty much DEAD on the spot. However, they have to be officially pronounced at the hospital. So I guess they were taken there. The next person was taken to the hospital. He is battling for his life. Most of the persons are the 2 out of the 3 that lost their life. Their bodies were properly riddled with all sorts of cornhole. Don't know who was the intended target, or was it both, or some people just get caught in the crossfire of in excess of 19. But people, what it shows you, nowhere is safe in Jamaica, and especially the places that were not safe from day one. So therefore, when you do your risk analysis, you will have to ask yourself, is it worth enjoying myself, even though Jamaica is a stressful place? I could go out to entertain myself and end up DEAD. So should I be entertainment wise and DEAD foolish? Because the disturbing facts are these. Obviously, somebody or some people were the targets, but you too could actually just get caught in the crossfire, get multiple rounds, end up losing your life just for being at the wrong place at the wrong time, depending on who you ask. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called, why are Jamaicans so negligent? Why are Jamaicans so irresponsible? If you have a job that might be dangerous, your employee could actually take you out. I am speaking about an incident that occurred in a place called St. James, Montego Bay, where, if you did not know, the hunting season for birds just started a couple of days ago. This is a sport for mostly rich, itty-tighty in a society. However, the people that they call the retrievers, meaning that when them pie up the birds, they don't run and find the birds themselves. They have like the bird caddy or whatever they are called. This man, Mr. Antonio Davis, who is from Trelawney, he was one of such persons, but apparently he did not get a chance to complete his shift that day. It is said that some sorts of mistake make, and one of those shooters, which happens to be a man up in a society, some sorts of big manager, beverage and food manager at some sorts of big name hotel, name not given. So apparently, in all the excitement and adrenaline rush, the high of pie-pieing up these little birdies, him forget to take him finger off of the trigger, and instead of aiming at the bird, this man, meaning his employee, the retriever, he was like a sitting duck. He was pie-pied up at close range. Unfortunately for him, he did not make it. Now, people, don't you find it very strange? If 100 people get pie up, they will give the names of these 100 victims. If this person is a nobody, they will give the name of the suspect or the person that caused the error. However, if this person is a itty-tighty in a society, then they cannot give the name because of privacy issues. So therefore, the victim and the people them a DEAD, for them name no needed anymore. However, these persons supposed to get some sorts of privacy concern. You know, sister, Jamaica mad sick. Moral of the story is this. A lot of these people, it seems as if them have something that distract them in their life. It seems as if they are actually stressed out. It seems as if because there's usually no sort of repercussion, then they can be as negligent as FUCK. And that is the case in this case. People, accidents do happen. However, a lot of times, stuff can be easily prevented. Had one have some sort of conscious mind and not be in la la land, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.